season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Commanders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Mayfield. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Pollard going to try the right side. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice. because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to the former Panther, Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd and 4. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Joey Sly on for the Commander, field goal, a 69-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time in college football, the receivers are running the traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield now. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
What's the deal, y'all?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Past the 20. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. Second catch for the down, and the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give here to Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mayfield. Connection made with Chenault. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And a Washington offense going back to work. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Odell Beckham from 21 yards away. And the Commanders have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. The Panthers about ready to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We always talk about the guy the play over, he got caught it or ran it. All of the elements that go into making a big play. This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 12. Mayfield with it once more. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we get you down the coast of Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. I'll have to get you time for a check of the next gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8th. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here is Washington now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one off to about the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He'll drop to throw. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. From the 41, Mayfield. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. It's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run left with Pollard, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Trying to improvise, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Following the sack, Mayfield and the Panthers staring at a 3rd and long here. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second and 1. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a short gain here down to the 22. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Complete to Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
1st down, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, Robinson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So here are Mayfield and the Panthers. Down 21-13, a minute 45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Mayfield to throw. Able to find Jones. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Here's Baker. That caught by Tremble. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Mayfield. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Mayfield. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's Washington getting